Afternoon, folks. If there's a good evening. My name's Ryan. I got top 16 this last Sunday with Red Gohanks and Trunks. My first ever competitive top, so quite proud. I chose to play this deck simply because I thought it was the best deck, one of the best decks I could possibly play for the scenario, and I've been playing this deck for a couple weeks now, and I just think it's really solid. So what the leader does on swing, it searches the top five, and then when you awaken, you need to have the destroyed West City in play. You take your life down to 6, untap 1, draw 1. On the awaken side, you have two effects. You can place a card underneath your destroyed West City, draw 2, specifically any red Saiyan or Earthling to do so. And it also has the effect to make your activate mains and battles on Gohans and Trunkses cost 1 less. So by placing 1 Z energy into your drop area. So I'll get into the deck profile now. To start off, I have 4 Gohan Tough Battle and 4 Bulma Future Support. Now, the reason I chose to play 4 and 4 is because Bulma can discard, search my top 5, and also potentially place another Trunks under my destroyed West City after I've done my search. The Goku is a top 5 search. It's the ideal turn 1, or this is a good backup. But Goku, what he does is search the top 5, any Red Saiyan or Earthling 4 or less. Both of these have a similar skill, but you discard with Bulma, you play the Goku. Goku's other effect allows you to, when you use him in a combo, to place a Trunks from underneath destroyed West City into your drop area, draw 1 card. That was my searches. Next, we have 4 of the Double Strike Trunks, 4 of the -5, and 4 of the Critical Trunks. Now, I didn't choose to play the barrier one, simply because I didn't feel like there was enough value in it. The best one for me is the -5. It's usually the one you want to start with because it gets you combos live. These two are brilliant later into the game. This can end games, just these 2 cards, using them with your leader especially. Now, the next card I'm going to show you is the first 4-drop Gohan. What this one allows you to do is play it for 1 card energy when you've got 2 or more. The second effect is if you reduce its cost with your leader, you get to minus something 20k and draw 1 card. So it essentially replaces itself in your hand. Next, we have the other 4-drop Gohan. Now, this one's similar. You play, but you draw when this one's played. Its ability is when you can either pay 1 or sacrifice the energy with your leader's effect to do it. You minus 120k, and this card will gain double strike. These are really good pressure pieces. This is turn 2. This is turn 3. Next, I have the boss monster of the deck, which is this Trunks. Now, this card can gain keyword skills by comboing the Trunks from the drop that you have used already by placing them into the drop with the effects of other cards. And it's dual attack. It also has an activate main for 2 energy or 2 Z energy, where you restand it and you minus something 25k, ignoring barrier, and draw a card. Its auto is when you attack, you take a life, combo with a Trunks from the drop, and then you can use the skill you choose to. It's got built-in dual attack, and that's what this card does. Next is going for a couple more of the obvious ones. 2 defeating the demon, 2 Vegeta, and 2 Broly surging attack, and 4 super combos. So the Gohan is there for as a good counterplay. This is good in situations where you want to restand the leader. I personally side it out most of the time, but it's not a bad card to have. The Broly is really good. Like, Broly's was one of my MVP cards because you can shuffle your deck that many times. You'll play this maybe 2 or 3 times a game, depending on what the turn looked like. Next, we have the overwhelm of choice that I used, which was the Heated Fighting Spirit Vegeta. I could have played the Mass Saiyan, but I thought this was better for the format. And also, the worst matchup for this deck is U7. Just try and build your sideboards for that. Next, I have my negate lineup, which was 4 Explosive Dance, 2 King Vegeta's Imposing Presence, and 2 Testing the Opposition. Explosive Dance, best negate in the game. For red right now, Floodgate, perfect. 2 Imposing Presence, you can activate for free, and this just gets you from 5 to 4, which you can easily do, just take the first hit, block and negate the next. And finally, we have the SCR I played, which was SS4 Vegeta. Just a perfect card. Like, genuinely just a perfect card. You essentially swinging up a 25k leader, and you've got a quad strike on board, and you're gaining free knowledge. We'll go over my Z deck really quickly. 1 Vegeta, Surmounting the Impossible. I only played this once, but it's not a bad card to have. 2 Goku SS4s, 2 of the SSB Vegetas. You don't really play these that often, but it's just a good option. We also have the Z Leader. I never really went into this, but it's good in a pinch. And next we have the field card itself, Destroyed West City. Awaken Enabler, makes you a +1 every turn, allows the filter to start. And just quickly, I'll grab my sideboard. So I'll clear these out of the way. For my sideboard, I went with 2 Freezer's Death Ball, if I ever wanted to go taller, and especially against U7, if they run Bursting Rage, this will save you. 2 Cell Max. It's any red matchup, this card will immediately come in. Then we have 2 Vegito. Cooler Mill, really tough matchup for this deck. 1 input, King Vegeta, Hidden Ambitions. Counter, anyone does a free negate. Perfectly fine. 2 Koitsukai. Any yellow matchup, Cooler Mill again. Both perfect. 1 SSB Kaoken. Any Sin Shenrons, any annoying Barry cards you had to deal with. Never really sided this guy in, but he was there in case I ever needed to. Another Gohan, just in case I ever needed the third. Broly Crown, and 2 Mice for any blue matchups. So, yeah, that was the deck profile. I went 3-3 all in all. The units wasn't small, but my tiebreakers were that good. I got 16th, which I'm really happy about. It wasn't a cut to top 16, it was a cut to top 8, but for a first competitive top, I'm really happy. And I also played against a few good players, which were all really amazing guys. And shout out to my team, shout out to my opponents, shout out to my friend Sam, who lent me a good amount of cards to this deck. Yeah, it was great. So yeah, cheers guys. Signing off for now. Be uploading more regularly from now on. Have a good time.